Hey Aziz, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Just getting to work. It's a little late, but it's alright about that.
No problem.
I see you picked yourself up a coffee, made yourself comfortable.
I did.
Yeah, that's good. So, can you tell me what you're here about today?
Well, I came to the country about 3 months ago,
Yeah.
ahead of my family, and my cousin told me that he would have work for me. When he's had a fight with the person that I was supposed to work with, and now that person won't even talk to me, and I'm really stressed out. I don't know what to do for money.
Okay, I can see that. I'm gonna take some notes if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Yeah, just to make sure we can keep track of your situation. And I need to tell you that you're here at our social center, or our community center, and the thing is that I need to tell you about our confidentiality policy.
Okay.
So, everything that we speak about will be kept confidential, other than in a few very pertinent situations. Number one, that's if you're a harm to yourself or to someone else.
Okay.
I'll have to alert authorities or go through the proper channels.
Okay.
Number two is if you have hurt a child or are planning on hurting a child.
Okay.
As well. And finally, if I'm petitioned by a court or you choose to release your documents by court order.
Okay.
Is that all right with you?
I think so.
Okay, great. So you were saying now you're coming from Syria, that's right? So
That's right.
And you're looking for a job, you're saying?
Well, I had a job.
You had a job, okay.
That's why I came here, to
Okay.
make money and.
Okay, so how long ago did you come into the country?
3 months I've been here.
3 months. Okay, so that's a fair bit of time. And where have you been staying in that time?
Well, I've been staying at the homeless shelter. I was supposed to, my cousin was going to put me up, providing I had a job. But he's had a falling out with his friends, so I don't have a place to stay. I don't have money.
What happened about your job that would fall through about your job?
Well, he got in a fight with the guy.
Okay. So that directly affected that you having the job.
He doesn't want to help my cousin anymore by giving me a job.
What was the job?
Labor. We're doing cement.
Okay. So now you're saying that you're coming from Syria. It's been 3 months. Do you have any family that are coming with you?
Yeah, my wife and my 4 kids are supposed to be here in 6 months.
Okay. That gives us a fair bit of time to try and work through a problem.
Yeah, but I've already spent my savings.
You spent your savings. Okay.
I don't have any time.
Okay.
I don't.
Why don't we talk a little bit about Syria and coming from Syria, so we can get an idea of where you're coming from.
Okay.
So, were you coming from a big city in Syria?
It's a medium-sized city.
Medium-sized city. Okay.
My family's all there.
Was it involved in the conflict?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just ended when I left.
Okay. So, 3 months, trauma shelter. Now, what are resources what have you tried doing so far to try and sort the situation out?
Well, I went and saw that man. I keep asking him. He says, "No, I'm not helping you, and I'm not helping Therese,
Okay.
my cousin."
Now, your cousin is back in Syria, or is he here in Canada?
No, he's here.
He's here. Okay. Is that the only family here?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you gone through any other resources to try and look for work? Have you looked for work for yourself?
I don't know what to do.
You're not sure what to do. Okay.
Where am I gonna? I don't.
You don't know what?
I don't know what to do.
Oh.
I don't know where to look for work.
Okay. Okay. And how long have you been in the homeless shelter the full 3 months since you've been here?
No, I was in a hotel for a week and a half.
Okay.
He had to fight with this guy before I even got here, so.
And that you were paying for the hotel when you were there.
Yeah. Yeah, with my savings, which is almost gone.
Okay.
Staying at the. motel.
I'm sure we can figure something out for your situation. There's lots of resources available, but let's get a little into depth into who's coming with your family and that, so we can make sure that we're prepared. Now you're saying it's your wife and your kids coming. How many kids do you have?
I have 3 kids.
3 kids. Okay.
Three girls.
How old are they?
10, 11, and 12.
And now, does your wife work? Does she have a job, or does she stay home with the kids?
No, she work.
She works?
No, but she stays at home with the kids.
She does?
Yeah.
So, okay, so she's not, when she comes here, she won't be earning income for you guys?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
She's with her sister right now, and her sister's husband.
Okay. That's where they're staying in Syria?
That's right.
In Syria, okay. Okay. Now, are the girls, have you guys set out any plans yet for when they get here, for considering for school or that? Any plans for school?
Well, I was told they can go into school.
Right, that's it, yeah. Now, how are you feeling about the situation? How does the situation make you feel?
My wife's going to be here in 6 months. I have no money. I'm staying at the shelter. I don't have a job.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Okay.
My wife doesn't have any money. She's living off her sister.
Mm-hmm. So I guess times are tough, not only here, but they're back home in Syria too.
Well, they can't stay there.
Yeah. Okay. Now, when you came over, did they work out a visa for you from the Immigration Canada? Or does that visa cover your wife and your children too?
Yes.
No? Okay. Good. So I can see that you're stressed, right? This is a pretty heavy thing to try and figure out, and yeah, it can be really affecting. Must be really affecting you. What kind of labor have you been doing? What were you doing as a job exactly?
I do cement for high-rise buildings.
Cement for high-rise buildings. Okay.
It's different here, though. They build it different here.
How do you mean they build it different?
Oh, the technique's a bit different.
Okay. Do you feel that your education that you have and your training is sufficient to work in Canada?
Well, if I can get a job, I don't know. I guess I can learn, but
Okay.
I need someone to teach me how to do it here.
So you'd be willing to learn and to go through some training and that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. How old are you exactly?
48.
48, okay. How long have you been working in the field for?
Since I was 12.
Since you were 12. It's a pretty long time to be working in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Because things are a little different in Syria than they are here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what do you feel would be the best way to go about this?
I need a job. I have to work.
Do you feel that getting a job would be more important first, or what do you feel? Do you feel safe where you live now, at the homeless shelter?
Well, no. People take my things. I can't. No. I lived better in Syria.
You feel that the situation is that bad? That you feel that your situation, that you came over here then?
Well, I came over here to work,
Okay.
to support my family. I can't. How am I going to support my family?
Yeah. You can see this is really complicated. It's not so much of a complicated situation. It just seems more of a frustrating situation that this developed for you when you got here. So your brother do you have any support from your brother at all?
My cousin?
Or
No.
your cousin, I'm sorry. No.
I got mad at him. He wouldn't let me come and stay there.
Okay. Are you in tune with any of the expat community from Syria that's here in Ottawa?
No.
No? Do you feel that any of your other needs are being met? Your religious needs or that? Or?
Well, I go to the mosque.
Okay. Have you talked to any of the imams of that about, or anyone at the mosque about services and being able to help you find these services?
Not yet. No.
Okay. Do you feel that they might be a good resource to try and look into getting some extra help on top of what we can try and offer you here?
Well, a man's not supposed to ask outside of his family.
Okay. I think that now that you're in Canada, that it might be good to ask. It'd be good for the mosque, and it's a good resource to use too.
Well, what's my wife gonna think?
Well, we'll figure that out when the time comes. Right now, it's time to figure out some security for you, and some job security, and some housing security. Now, do you feel that you'd be able to live on your own for now?
Yeah, I could. That was what I
Yeah.
wanted to do when I was had some money saved up. I was going to leave my cousin's house and live on my own, so I could bring my family here.
Okay. So
I've always lived on my own.
Okay. So I think what we're gonna do, I can see that it's like I'm saying, it's a super frustrating situation that coming here and your plans are spoiled and that, right? I see that it means a lot to you, your family, I'm sure. So what we can do is there's some government centers. There's OCISO in Ottawa that offers job training and immigration settlement services.
Okay,
So,
really?
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set you up with OCISO, and I'm gonna contact them, and they'll get in touch, and then you can get in touch with them as well. And I'll give you my work phone number, so that you can give me a shout, and we'll try and get everything patched together.
Well, listen, I need to learn how to do the cement here.
Yeah, there'll be some training. We'll set you up with them. They're specialized in servicing with clientele from foreign countries. They're recent immigrants, so they'll be able to offer most of the services. And I'll be able to put you in touch with. We'll be able to connect you to their services through our community center.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm hoping that makes you feel a little better, and that we can help you out. I know it's a frustrating situation. So, does that help you?
Well, I need a job.
Okay. Well, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the OCISO, and we're gonna try. And I can't personally give you a job here. But through OCISO, there's funding for jobs and there's funding for job training. And they'll be able to set you up on a head start. So through the intake, we're gonna take your process. We're gonna take all of your information. We're gonna go through them. We're gonna take the steps that it needs to be taken. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna give them the information, and they're gonna help you out and put you.
Well, how long is that gonna take? I don't have any money left. I'm at the shelter.
Well, that's the thing. Our services here at the community center don't offer cash. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to tell you that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna set you up. We'll go and we'll phone right now. You can come with me, and we'll get this sorted out today. And we'll make sure that at least something happens. You get this ball moving on the situation.
What is that, ball moving?
We'll just get the situation moving along so that you're in the system, everything's working out, and I'm sure that by the time your wife and children arrive, something will be arranged so that things will be comfortable and we'll be able to at least take some of the stress off the situation.
Okay, because my wife, she's not going to understand if I can't work.
I understand it's a very hard situation, but we're gonna have to go through this and work through the system right now. I can't make any guarantees as to what you're going to be receiving of that, but the systems in place in Canada are there to help people like you and recent immigrants.
So you promise me I can get a job?
I can't promise you you're gonna get a job. I'm gonna promise you that we'll put you in contact with the resources. A lot of this also is in yourself, is to take the initiative to do things. But through CISO is that you'll have all the resources that you need, and they'll be able to help you, and they'll also be able to emotionally support you and your children and your wife through these times.
Okay, they know how to do cement?
I'm not sure if they know how to do cement, but I'm sure that they'll be able to figure something out.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so, sure.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, as is.
All right,
And
thank you.
we'll be in touch. We're going to go right now and we'll go call, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great.
Thank you.